I don't think I'll ever wear no furry shit though. I ain't gonna lie, less is swag. I ain't gonna lie, less is swag. PlaqueBoyMax just came out the closet by FECKDH. Max, you been on a run this week, bruh. I done seen you get diva tatted on your ribs. I done seen you pop out with the lace front. Shit, bro, just lay your truth, gang. That's all I can say. Let's see what he's talking about.
So PBM is back in the J, and he's already become the subject of discourse because PlaqueBoyMax existing in his natural state is enough for people to question his sexuality. PlaqueBoyMax merely asking questions is enough for people to think he gotta be humiliating himself. But I'm here to say that couldn't be further from the truth. You have to understand, existing freely.
Not the diva. No, bro. I'm like, alright, I know what he was trying to do, but he could have literally did it in any other way. And then, like, of course the way he got it tatted is the most zestiest way I feel like you can get some shit like that tatted. Like, bro, if you trying to be like, alright, I want to claim the word diva, why the fuck would you get that shit tatted on your rib cage like a fucking diva, bro? Like a female, bro. Like, that's a female tat to me. To get diva tattooed on your upper rib cage, like below like swimsuit area. Like, come on, gang. Like, and then I feel like even if it was like in a tough font, maybe it wasn't even in a tough font. It just looked like some shit a female would get. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. Like, shit, do what you want. It's your body, your choice, but shit, I ain't rocking with it. I ain't gonna lie.
Expressing yourself, none of these things are indicative of what you like. And not to mention, some of the people partaking in this discourse are just flat out remedial, flat out cattle. Because why is someone's sexuality taking up so much space?
And you know what's crazy? I see what he was trying to do here, and I fuck with the look. I fuck with what he was trying to do here, honestly.
In your mind, we quite literally
Indeed could have got Rockstar tatted there or something. To me, it's not so much the word itself, it's just how he did it. I feel like also it was just like left turn, like it was out of nowhere. I didn't hear nothing about this nigga be like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, I want to take the word diva and make that shit like some hit shit or nothing. Like, nigga just pop out with diva tat on his ribcage. He ain't give niggas time to adjust or nothing. Like, he ain't even try to cushion the blow or shit.
Really have bigger issues. And one of those issues is that a lot of people can't critically think. A lot of people don't know how to think for themselves. This discourse has proven to me that most people on the internet might be remedial. Most of y'all need extra help, and most of y'all need to go back to school. And if you're curious on why I think that, you already know you should tap into it.
Nah, Max got some tough ass tats though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I fuck with the way he did his sleeves and shit. Like, I was even looking at the way he got his chest and shit done. That shit's tough.
It's gonna be a good one. Comment for the algorithm. So y'all already know I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of context if you weren't here. But PlaqueBoyMax is sexual.
Alright, I ain't gonna lie. Right here, Max. Like with the lip bite and everything. You know what? It's 2026. We don't judge, bro. Do you, bro? Do you?
Here, but PlaqueBoyMax's sexuality has been put under microscope
like,
because
it's
of
just not my vibe.
But namely, the diva tattoo and him
body.
wearing a wig to, I think, Summer Smash. And if y'all know the internet and even the black community, a black man doing something that is non-conventional is seen as gay. Even if it's him just customizing his character, even if it's him just expressing himself. And the reason for that is because of social conditioning, which I am gonna elaborate on later in the video. But I need to get this context out the way because not everybody is unemployed. But I'll keep the context short because I do want to get right into this. I just think people aren't used to niggas who don't care about external frequencies. And if you're familiar with my other channel, I've talked about external frequencies, but PlaqueBoyMax just does not give a fuck about what other people have to say. That's why he can dance in a furry costume on stream and not give a fuck.
No, that's fire. I feel like he's definitely gotten to that point to where he dead ass just doesn't give a fuck. Honestly, I'm happy for him because I feel like a few months ago we definitely, or even just last year alone, and this is me during my unemployment arc talking, but bro, I wasn't even unemployed last year. Let me shut the fuck up. He was just like going through it, I feel like, mentally. Shit, even like earlier this year, like the ending of last year, he seemed like he was just like going through it. He kept posting, talking about like how he's going through this and that. And if this is how he feels, like he's happy and like he doesn't feel weighed down or the pressure of everybody being on him, then shit, let him be him, bro. He is under a lot of pressure, a lot of scrutiny, and I feel like at a certain point you can't do shit but just say fuck it and not give a fuck, bro. I don't think I'll ever wear no furry shit though. I ain't gonna lie, less is swag. I ain't gonna lie, less is swag.
And when Max does stuff like this, the average person who conforms will probably look at him and scoff, or maybe even roll their eyes because this is not the norm. This is someone who is not conforming. And this is where the remedial stuff I was talking about comes in. This is where the non-critical thinking comes in. Because people will look at these things at face value and write Max off as gay, they'll write him off as fruity, instead of seeing it for what it is. And that's the fact that PlaqueBoyMax is just pushing gender norms. He's pushing the boundaries of what we've been socially conditioned to accept.
If I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut shit or twerking, why don't we twerk?
Twerking is
Oh shit, I fucking went back. I don't even know where the fuck. What was I at? No, that question is insane. That's what I'm saying. I was going to answer it though. It's what we sexualize basically. Like twerking is like a sexual dance. I mean, it's not like the history behind it in itself is its own thing. But I feel like the way that it's seen nowadays is like it's sexual, bro. It's associated with femininity. It's a feminine dance that's used to sexually attract the male gender, in my opinion. Like it's seen as sexually attractive. So why would a man want to sit there and do some shit that seems sexually attractive to another man if he's not? You feel me? Like, not gonna lie, I feel like most niggas on some joking shit then did a little, you know what I'm saying? But if we talk about like seriously why niggas ain't at a party and it's just a fucking circle and the nigga in the middle twerking, I mean you could find one, but he just a certain type of nigga, a nigga that want the attraction of other men. But I get where he's getting at though, but it's like I don't know.
I think about it, my nigga. Why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only gender neutral dance. I'm tweaking? Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I never even thought about that shit. Like, that is the only gender neutral dance, bro. Everything else we share.
so apart from Max.
He using neutral wrong. I just had to say that shit. That shit was irking the fuck out of me. But I get what he's saying though. But I'm even sitting here trying to think: is there any other basically any other dances that like only one gender can do? I don't think there is. I don't think there not can do, but like you know, I'm not thinking too deeply on shit like that. But I mean, shit, nigga rich and he got nothing but money and time. So I guess this type of thoughts that pop into a nigga head. You feel me?
Using gender neutral incorrectly. I do get what he was saying, and he meant to say that twerking is like gender exclusive, not neutral.
Yeah,
and before I actually give you guys my opinion on this clip, I just want to say I'm not gonna throw no butt, okay? I'm not gonna do that. And I think that stuff is gay.
I
think it's gay because of social conditioning, though. We are socially conditioned to think it's gay.
Rap,
obviously, twerking is something that is commonly done by women, but the only reason it's commonly done by women is because we as a society have collectively decided to associate that with women. And PlaqueBoyMax questioning why we associate that with women is not gay. That's just critically thinking. That's just pushing the gender norms. And you really just have to think about it like this. If we as a collective decided that twerking was not something that was only reserved for women, it would not be seen as gay. It'd be seen as normal. For example, in other cultures, things that we in America consider as feminine, they don't. Men wearing dresses is not something that's all that crazy. In other cultures, men will wear dresses and it won't be seen as gay because in their culture, they collectively view it as...
I ain't gonna lie. You ever see a nigga swag a dress though? Like on some swag shit? No, I'm talking about like, hold on. I gotta see if I can find one. He said never see. No, because it's not even really a dress. It's like that's the best way I could fucking describe. It's something like this, exactly like this, bro. Bro, if I was in Japan, I would be swagging some shit like this, bro. What? Like I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about all that, but like some of these joints kind of swag. You feel me? Or even like this. Like yeah, it's like pants, but it flow like a. You feel me? It's just extra flowy. Like I feel like this is kind of. Yeah, this is kind of like swag. You feel me? Just peek into my head.
as something normal. The only reason PlaqueBoyMax saying this is seen as gay or zesty or suspect is because collectively as a society we have associated that with feminine things, we've associated that with women, so much to the point that even questioning why we associate that with women is seen as gay. It's all just a social thing, and we should be allowed to critically think about it. We should be allowed to question it, and people who try to shame you into conformity via clowning you are remedial. This is not inherently gay to just ask a question, but people have misinterpreted this clip as, oh, PlaqueBoyMax did a humiliation ritual, he sold out. But I just can't help but think that you're nothing but cattle. But like I said, I wouldn't personally throw no butt because I do think that's gay. But let's say hypothetically, right, 1,000 years from now the culture has completely flipped. Men throw—
Where are the try not to laughs? If I do a try not to laugh, I feel like that shit would be ass, bro. Cause bro, I laugh at dumb shit, gang. Cause and then also most try not to laughs be so ass, bro. Like, so it's either gonna be like I laugh at everything and it's not gonna be that funny, or I'm just dead not gonna laugh. Like, and then also my humor is fucked. You especially know the type of shit that I like, the fucking like memes and shit. That could not get uploaded. Like raw, like if it was an actual try not to laugh with my humor, bro, raw footage could not get uploaded. Raw footage, that shit would be heavily fucking edited. I ain't gonna lie.
But was normal. People would not think that would be—
I would definitely be fucking canceled. I ain't gonna
be
lie.
gay in this hypothetical society because it's normalized, and that's really how it works. A lot of what we believe is just because of our environment.
Yo, I could do reels. No, my reels is cooked. Demonetized.
We are socially conditioned to feel this way. And PlaqueBoyMax, even though he may be joking or trolling, him asking why we associate this with women is him just pushing back against the walls. And I do respect that. Me as a man, bro, I fuck with painting my nails, I fuck with eyeliner, I fuck with all that shit. And you should be allowed to fuck with that shit without it being something that is indicative of your sexuality. You should be allowed to customize your character without people shaming you into conformity. And even if they do shame you, bro, fuck them. Because guess what? You get to be free, and that's all this is. It's about freedom in expression. It's about questioning what we've been told to believe in. So while yes, this could be seen as something minute or even like dumb streamer drama, I see it for what it is, and that's a man actively pushing back against what society says is right. And as a black man myself, I gotta commend it because we are one of the demographics that gets policed the most, especially when it comes to our expression. And for all my old heads that be watching me, all my uncles and aunties, hear my words for what they are. Stop policing the black existence. All that stuff is rooted in white supremacy. They have tried to police our bodies and our souls for far too long, and I can't stand for it. That's why I gotta defend PlaqueBoyMax, you feel me?
PlaqueBoyMax, aka Diva, you feel me, aka Prince.
At first, I really didn't understand the whole diva thing.
Alright, like, see, here we go. I can't get with it. Like, I get what he's trying to do. I said this. I get what he's trying to do. This tat just ain't my body, bro. It's just not my body. I don't even feel like it go with his scheme, low key, unless like he plan on doing like a theme like around his abdomen, but like not theme, but you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's like more stand out than the rest of his shit.
Understand why PlaqueBoyMax was calling himself a diva. Essentially, it's just Taoism, and Taoism says that you need to combine yin and yang. You need to combine these opposite forces, and PlaqueBoyMax is merely just combining his masculinity with his femininity.
I was about to say Tao, nigga talk about Hell's Paradise.
Now, I was doing a little bit of research and I learned that diva is the Latin word for goddess. And when I learned that, I'm like, dang, that shit is low-key hard as fuck. It's low-key hard as fuck. But it's not even just the fact that I think it's hard as fuck, but it low-key reminds me of how men are starting to refer to themselves as bad niggas or bad bitches. People are just interchangeably using language to describe themselves. All I see it as is the evolution of language, the evolution of expression. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I just think that the people who are trying to stop this are just those who are conforming. Like, you're just a robot. Are you a Buzz Lightyear toy, my nigga? Do you want everybody to be the same? Do you want everybody to look like you? That is not a cool world. I just can't fathom why you wouldn't want people to exist as they are in their most free way. Not everything is a humiliation ritual. Not everything is selling his soul. Y'all talk about selling your soul. Y'all talk about all this like evil industry stuff. Brother, Deshae Frost put his hands on a woman, made an apology, and then deleted it. But y'all got more smoke for PlaqueBoyMax wearing a wig. And that's really what I'm trying to—
Bro, they always be like that shit, bro. Honestly, they call out the dumbest shit. The dumbest shit. Ignore the dumbest shit, bro. not ignore, but they call out the dumbest shit and then ignore the shit that actually do need to get called out, bro. Like, that shit be blowing me, bro. Like, that's why I can only do so much of this internet shit, for real, for real.
I say someone expressing themselves is seen as more of an evil because
I don't know. Maybe that's me caring too much, but I don't know. That's just my thing, bro. I hate seeing shit just, cause niggas be low key gay, low key.
Potentially,
bro, hardest nigga you know, bro. Hardest nigga you know. Anytime it's a fucking gay joke, nigga told me, bro, fuck him up. Hardest nigga you know. Bet he DL. Bet he DL. Swear to God.
He be gay. This,
bro, Nah, let me not.
Someone who is putting their hands on women is seen as more evil than Adrian Broner making every single woman he's around uncomfortable, and I'm supposed to take this serious. I'm supposed to actually take people who think this way serious. That is the epitome of being cattle. You are the epitome of robot. You're the epitome of being remedial. And don't even get me started on liko. This guy is one of the most insufferable individuals on the internet right now. And I don't be trying to disrespect Christians, but the Christian slop gimmick gotta stop. If you believe in Christianity, you can still express yourself freely as a man.
Yo, PBM, dude, dude. Why are you sending me this?
If I'm stroking the ground or doing some wild nut shit or twerking, why don't we twerk? Now that I think about it, my nigga, why is twerk a gender neutral dance? Twerking is the only
gender. Does he know what gender neutral means? You mean gender specific? Because, dude, what did his managers do? Look, PBM, I told him I liked him as a streamer. In 2025, he was on track to become like streamer of the year. I'm seeing this, it's like, what? You know what's wild too? He's saying all this with the cross around his neck, bro. Like, are you Christian? How are you? That's the biggest cross I've ever seen in my life. Why don't niggas twerk?
And like, I hope y'all know, this is literally just control. You do something.
I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Sneeko look bad, bro. This nigga look like he going through it. I ain't gonna lie. I know he was going through some shit, but
then people don't think is normal, right? And then they try to shame you back into place. PlaqueBoyMax asked the question and Sneeko immediately says, are you Christian? What did your managers do? He's literally trying to control the nigga. And I'm not even on no like soul Illuminati stuff, but like, for real, wake up gang. This is like subtle control, and I don't even think Sneeko himself realizes it. If someone does something that's foreign to you and you try to shame them out of doing it, you are trying to control what they do. You're trying to control their autonomy. That stuff is stupid as hell. So with that being said, PlaqueBoyMax isn't really coming out the closet. Do I think there's a chance he's gay? Yes, but not because he's asking questions, not because he's wearing a wig, and not because he got a tattoo. I think that these things are merely pushing the gender norms, and I think that it's pretty cool. I like that a black man can express himself without caring about what a bunch of conforming robots have to think. And for anyone that is watching this video, I don't care if you don't like me, I don't care if you don't agree with anything I've said in this video. Live your truth. Stretch your soul as far as you can, please, because in this world, they want you to hate yourself. Don't ever hate yourself. Love yourself. Everything you want, the world you perceive, it all comes from how you feel about yourself. And that's really all I had to say. Subscribe for more.
Word to everything he said in the bag of chips, gang. W video. Max, do you, gang? You rich, young, and successful. Can't hate on it. You got freedom. You got free will, like he said. Ain't nobody. I ain't about to sit here and tell a nigga what he can and can't do. I'm just giving my opinions, you feel me? And I respect it, because I feel like I was like low-key people when he was saying about niggas pushing the boundaries and all of that shit. It just had me thinking about like Uzi, for real. Like a lot of this shit Uzi was doing, like we ain't never seen nobody doing no shit like that. And like he was really one of the ones pushing that shit, and he still, like, I feel like get that respect. Maybe Max the Uzi of the fucking streamer world or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, W video.
Fo, get them going, coughing up the slugs. Niggas for money, don't steal, it's not enough.